Hey, this is Russ. Hey, first off, I wanted to say thank you to Tony Meritato from Total Therapy Solutions for doing the interview of me, and of course, I did one of him here. I've noticed a definite increase in subscribership since those interviews happened, so thank you to him. And I also wanted to say thank you to our new subscribers who have come on board. Hopefully, you'll find it interesting enough to hang around with us. You're going to find I'm a little bit different than maybe some of the other channels that you might be watching. And I do know people have said, wow, this guy always seems to be kind of happy about all the stuff. And, how could he be doing that when, we're all suffering in pain? Hey, you know what? You have to have a sense of humor. If you don't, this thing is going to drive you crazy. But I will tell you that I had noticed in the last, I'd say maybe the last 2 weeks, there's definitely still an emotional state happening. Now, for me, I've gone, 14 and a half months since my replacement. And many of you know that I've had a difficult time. I've gone through 80 physical therapy sessions. Yes, 80 physical therapy sessions. And I know that a number of my viewers haven't even gone through, if they've gone through 10, I think that was a lot, right? So it's either they only did a few amounts of physical therapy out of choice or out of what the doctors and physical therapists said that they needed to come, and others couldn't even get in. Okay, with this pandemic thing going on and lack of hospital rooms and everything. Some of them can't even get their knees replaced, even though they need to have it done. So it's been tough. It's been a tough year for 2020, that's for sure. But let me say that, we're talking about these various topics, and Tony's, interviewing me, and I know that I'm, in between all that stuff, I'm tearing up. and going through a couple of the most recent videos as I'm doing it, I'm stopping the video and having an emotional state. Now, I'm not a kind of guy that really does a lot of that, and so the fact that I'm thinking these things and tearing up over it tells me that this knee journey is not just a quickie. It goes on for a while. And I think what hurts me most is maybe not so much my own pain, but when I see other people in pain. Okay, I read about your stories when you put things in the comments, and even going to physical therapy and seeing other people suffering through that hurts me more than sometimes my own pain. And in fact, okay, let me say this: when I'm at physical therapy, okay, I'm usually pretty upbeat, and I'm joking with everybody. I'm joking with the therapist. I'm joking with the secretary. I'm joking with the patients that are there, almost to the point where I start to wonder maybe I shouldn't be joking so much with them. But to me, you have to keep that sense of humor. Otherwise, it's going to be bad. Yeah, it's going to hurt. I already know it's going to hurt. I didn't look forward to going to physical therapy in the sense that I knew that every time I go in there, they're going to push me to the level where I'm screaming. Okay, and I knew that if I was just a serious guy going in there, I would not be able to handle it. 80 times, people. I mean, that is a lot. Okay, so I said the only way to cope with this is through humor. So I'd joke with them. I'd show them my knee, and they'd see how bad everything is. And I could barely walk. I was walking still on the walker for 3 or 4 months, something like that. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I didn't get rid of the cane. Well, I'm still using the cane. All right, but I would say I'm using the cane maybe 30% now. Okay, around the house, I'm not using the cane much anymore. I'm walking, like if I'm walking out of my what we call my office is essentially we have an office downstairs in our home, and if I'm walking to the kitchen, I'm not using the cane. If I'm going to the washroom, I'm not using the cane. But there's times I am. Like for instance, after I use my jazz units, okay, I use the cane, okay, because I'm pushed kind of hard, both extension and flexion. And so your knee is not moving very easily right afterwards, okay, because you've kind of been pushed there, you're stuck there for 20 or 30 minutes. So if I got to go to a washroom, yeah, I'm using the cane because you kind of have to. But in everyday life, outside of that, at home, I try my best not to use the cane now. A couple of times too, going outside, going to the grocery store, I don't use the cane, and the reason is because I know that there's a shopping cart there, right? So I rely on those shopping carts to kind of get me through the entire store. Okay. Oh, by the way, I mentioned before at one of my videos that the Costco shopping carts are something else. They're nice and tall. Okay, we have a local food store around here called Mariano's, and I don't know, their floors are very smooth. I don't know what they do. They wax that thing really good or something. Okay, but their shopping carts are amazing. I mean, they're the plastic type carts. The wheels are so smooth, it just glides in there. Okay, and they're tall too. So those are the type of carts for guys like us. I kind of like it, because I kind of lean on it, right? My wife says, stop leaning on it, just push it, right? And I understand what she's saying, because that is important, because if you're leaning on the cart, you got your elbows and your forearm on the cart, and we've seen a lot of people do that, right? I do that a lot too. That doesn't really help you, okay? You need to learn to just kind of walk with it and push it along. But when I need it, it's there, and it's tall enough to be able to help me. Okay, so anyways, I just wanted to mention that. So I'm getting better, but I'm still having the emotional state. Yeah, and for a guy like me too, for my background, because I know if you're new, you don't know too much about my background unless you watched all the past videos. But I had worked in the world of forensics for a while, and I've been to homicides, I've been to autopsies, I've been to violent crime things. I've seen a lot of stuff. So for stuff like this to affect me, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it is, because it really shouldn't. I mean, I could walk into a crime scene and see the bloodiest mess out there, and it doesn't affect me that much. All right. But then I walk into something like physical therapy, and I see an older woman who's, maybe 70, 80 years old, and she's got her total knee replacement, and she's crying from the pushing. That hurts me more, believe it or not. I find myself tearing up just watching that. So, and thinking about it even now. So this is a long journey. And Tony was right. He said that this thing is not just the 2-3 months that you think it is. It's going to last you a while. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that up and let you guys know that, I'm still dealing with it too. It's not like I'm finished and done with. And by the way, if you're new, how's my knee doing? I am currently at about 120 degrees or more of flexion. I need to do another measurement. I'll do that maybe on the next time and let you guys know where I'm actually at. And my wife says, why don't you show these people how you do the the deflection measurement. I did do that once. I showed it on a photo, but maybe I'll do a live one. Well, not live video, but so you can see me actually doing it. Maybe that's important, so you guys can help. And by the way, too, if you haven't gotten a goniometer and you need one, you can get them on Amazon. I have a link that I permanently leave in the description. It's an affiliate link, and if you order from there, I make a penny or two from that. But I don't really care that much about that part of it. But I have it down there so that you can get one quickly. It wasn't that expensive. It wasn't maybe like $7 or something like that. But if you need one, you can get one easily. And I'll show you maybe next time how I do my measurement. I do have some problems measuring the extension because I can't really see what I'm doing. And but for the flexion part of it, it's pretty easy to do. Okay, and I think Tony mentioned that he explained how to do one too, but I'll show you how I do mine next time. Okay. Anyways, again, thank you all for coming on board, and I hope that you'll stick with me, and we'll grow this channel yet. We're very close to 1,000 now, which is exciting to me. Okay, and most people will think, oh, that's nothing. Think about the millions that some people have for followers, but come on. this is a knee replacement thing, right? Let's hope we don't get that many people, but realistically, I know a lot of us go through this. Anyways, I will talk to you guys next time.